Hey James, guess what?
What?
Linus isn't here today.
Oh.
That means we can talk about whatever we want.
Like what though?
Tech news!
Yeah.
Never see that coming. Oh! The Wall Street Journal apparently has information about Samsung's plans for the Galaxy S10, including the fact that one of the S10 models will have 6 cameras.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah, that was kind of lackluster. It's not even shocking anymore. So according to the WSJ report, there will be 3 main variants of the S10, small, medium, and large, with a 4th variant, the Galaxy S10 Beyond X, or Beyond 10, I guess, featuring 5G connectivity with 4 rear cameras and 2 front cameras, along with a 6.7-inch display. The 4 rear cameras will probably be similar to the Galaxy A9 setup, which also has 4 rear cameras. The phones are expected to launch in February 2019, the normal time for Samsung to launch their phones, so that's not surprising. Samsung is also expected, however, to launch their folding phone, the so-called Galaxy F, aka Galaxy Flex, or something. They're still just trying to decide what to name it. Sometime next year. I can't decide whether Samsung is actually innovating because these are useful technological advancements, or whether they're just coming up with new phone features in a panic because no one cares about phones anymore.
Shut your mouth.
What? You like it? Google has patented a way to make VR more immersive without requiring the installation of a body harness and omnidirectional treadmill in your living room. Those are so annoying. I have at least 3. Motorized roller skates. Okay, look, settle down. There's not an actual confirmed design for the product, but Google's patent describes footwear with a system of wheels and motors that would synchronize with the VR program to allow you to walk endlessly, quote unquote, while staying within the VR safe zone. There's a few suggestions of what the omnidirectional wheel system could look like. Launch titles could include Banana Peel Simulator 2020.
BRB, walking across Skyrim.
Whoa.
See you later.
See ya. Okay, but Octodad VR, have you played Octodad? I haven't played it either, but it seems like it could work well. And fire up your TIE fighters because ion drives are no longer the stuff of science fiction. A TIE fighter's twin ion engine. Yeah. Okay, fine, ion thrusters have been used in space for a while now in real life, but researchers at MIT have made history with the first atmospheric flight of an aircraft powered by ionic propulsion. In propeller or jet-powered aircraft, air is physically pushed to the rear of the vehicle to produce forward movement, but the researchers' prototype ionizes the nitrogen and oxygen in the air, liberating electrons that flow from one electrode to another. Those electrons collide with neutral air molecules, creating an ionic wind that provides thrust to the aircraft.
I understand.
Yes. You following along? The little plane only flew about 10 meters in this test, the length of the indoor gym where the tests were taking place. But if this technology can be scaled up, we could be traveling around in largely silent aircraft with cool blue thrusters, laser guns, probably could transform into a robot, too, while we're at hover bikes.
Silly string.
What? That's your idea of a futuristic vehicle, and it has silly string on it. It's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by Vincero watches. Vincero makes luxury timepieces that aren't minimalist, but rather are designed to help you stand out and up your fashion game at an accessible price. Because they sell directly to you, the consumer, and cut out the middleman, you'll get the look and feel of a watch that might cost 10 times the price somewhere else. With free worldwide shipping and over 11,000 5-star customer reviews, you'll be sure to be a winner with Vincero. Check out their site now as they have an amazing sale going on for Black Friday, and it won't last long at vincerowatches.com/Techlinked sale. On to the Quick Bits. YouTube is taking even more steps to draw the public's attention to the European Union's copyright directive, and specifically Article 13, which would put legal responsibility for the infringing of copyrighted content onto YouTube or whatever platform the content appears on. Pop-ups are appearing in the YouTube app for European users who are prompted to learn more and tell their representatives they don't want to pass Article 13 in its current form. Tell your friends, tweet about it. #save the internet. #EU be trippin'. #come on. You can use all of those if you want, just some options. Google has removed 13 driving games from the Google Play Store, which weren't actually driving games at all. They were malware that simply crashed every time it was open. It's not clear what the malware did, but it was malware, and malware is bad. That's why I don't play racing games, except Mario Kart. FCC Chairman Ajit Pai isn't all bad. He's got some bad ideas, but one of his good ones is raising the standard for rural broadband from 10 megabits per second to 25, which should put pressure on ISPs to meet that standard, or else they can't say their service is broadband. Sure, Pi is only doing this after suggesting that the standard be lowered last year and facing backlash, but hey, you know, people can change. I still don't like them. Since Alexa and Cortana are such good buddies, Google Assistant is cozying up to Siri on iOS. Google's adding prompts to enable some Siri shortcuts, like you can set Siri to recognize when you say, "Okay Google," and then that redirects you to the Google Assistant app. It's like there's two competing AI assistant sleepovers, and maybe they prank each other, and it's like, I don't like you, but it's still fun, you know? And here's a juicy rumor. Sony is allegedly going to release the 8-core Ryzen CPU-powered PlayStation 5 in 2020, along with a new PSVR. The information comes from the same Redditors that leaked the news about Sony skipping E3 this year. It might not be legitimate, but it's a real juicy story. I couldn't resist talking about this big, juicy rumor. Ooh, I can't wait.
Juice.
Juice! And that's it for today's Techlinked, because there's no more stories. There's no more stories on the teleprompter, so I don't know what else to say other than love you so much. Subscribe if you like tech news, and if you want more. And I'll see ya. Well, I won't see you on Friday. Somebody will see ya. It's not up to me. The universe will decide.